Wow. Fix the hair. Perfect. Hey, everybody, it's Brent from Brent's Van Life. And I decided, just because, we should go live. Let's see if we clean that a bit. Whoop. And a little wipey poo. There we go. This is an unannounced live video, so it might take a while for people to go like, oh, I just got a notification from Brent's Van Life. Oh, it says he's going live. Crappy color in here. Fireplace is giving me issues again. That's part of life. Just about being alive and kicking. Der Schwabe, Hybe, Allweitersehen, and Gesundheit. Hey, I know a little bit of German. Pretty good, eh? I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm Brent from Brent's Van Life, and I live on the west coast of Canada in beautiful Vancouver Island. You're a van lifer too. Have you ever been over here to North America, to beautiful Canada? Because I do run into a lot of European people that come over, and I've seen them actually like go rent like budget vans, and they'll fly over and rent a budget van and throw air mattresses and coolers in the back, and then they'll travel like Western Canada for a while. Or you see a lot of the European big what do they call them, overlanding vehicles, landing in Halifax and coming out here, and then they go up to Alaska. So yeah, we see a lot of you guys coming over here to explore our beautiful country. I think you guys will probably get blown away because we're so spread out. You guys are, so tight together, and you have beautiful landscapes, but there's so many people and everything's so close. But here it's like you got to drive for 4 hours to get to the next town. Oh, nice! You're touring, dude. Switzerland would be amazing. I have some Swiss descent, they say. No wonder I like cheese so much. Miss Relevant Traveler and Kenny Bridges is in the house. Welcome, guys, to the unexpected pop-in Sunday after. Hang on. Sunday afternoon edition of Brent's Van Life. You know how we get old and we forgetful? When you become a van lifer, you forget what day it is. So I knew it was a Saturday or a Sunday. I just wasn't too sure. On my Pixely. Oh, crap. So I'm having issues with my laptops. This is my backup laptop. My other one's in the shop trying to be fixed, but it had a new screen put on it. But every time you open it up, it goes black, and they're trying to fix that. And this one here, I cleaned it, but I can't seem to get. I noticed it when I made a video and I had to do an ending to a video. I did it with this, and I don't know if I can fix it. I honestly do not know. That's not helping. That definitely didn't help. Wayne's Amble World. Do I know you, Wayne? Yes, hello, Craig. I still haven't got those lobsters yet. Or scallops. But you know what? I guess I'll have to drive out there and pick them up myself. Hello, Virginia. There is a Santa Claus. Yeah, I just was randomly here where got it cleaned up. We had some visitors from the Yukon. They are Dan the Van Dan and his lovely wife Tina, Miss Tina. They were up in the Yukon in Whitehorse, Dawson City, and they run the campsite up there, and he's on his way home to Ottawa. So he popped in. He spent the last couple of days hanging around here. He is the tow captain, and if you don't know what the tow captain is, he is serves drinks at the bar which is a saloon in downtown White or Dawson City, and it's old school. So what they do is it's much like what they do on the East Coast, like kissing the cod. Well, this one here, you get to kiss the toe. And what you do is they pour a drink inside of a glass with a severed toe in there, and you have to drink it up. The toe must hit the lips in order to become a, I don't know, waste of $10. You get a certificate that says you're like hyderized in or whatever they want to call it. There you go. Look at this. Der Schwab here from Germany knows what a sourdough is in Dawson, and that's hilarious. So yeah, we're just hanging around. Wayne can pop over here sometime in the next little while, and we'll do a little duet here. And he's got to put on his tutu first, and his dancing outfit, so he can like dance around here. And, well, we're just surviving. Right now, it's we've been, I don't want to say ravished, but the West Coast has been hit every second day with some pretty good rains and winds. It's sunny out and pouring rain, and then it stops, and the sun goes behind the clouds, and yeah, it's been the welcome signs of winter are coming. So hopefully we get out of here pretty soon. I got an issue with this thing here again. The flame went down, which isn't bad because it does keep everything warm. My furnace works good, so if it gets really cold, we'll click the furnace on. But I'd like to have this thing fixed properly. I just don't know what the problem is. We put a new propane something or other in there and new lines, and so just not sure what the heck is going on with it. And Google is my friend on this one, so we're hanging in there. Hey, Wayne from Mission City, the thriving metropolis. God, I haven't been there in a while. I'm trying to think the last time I went through Mission, 4 years ago? Something like that. Did the old backway route to Hope. So I bet you do, Craig. I bet you do. Crossroads, how you doing? Welcome to the pop-up Juss Cuzzzzz live chat. Sorry about the pixelation of the... I don't know what's wrong with this camera. Maybe I did something to it. I have no idea. And I'm not going to try and fix it now. I'll see what I can do later to see if it's something I can do with the computer. My other one, again, is it's in the shop getting fixed. Having issues uploading videos. Hi, Willie. We're every time I go to upload a video, it's not like I've edited it all, and then once you edit it, you have to upload it to your computer, and it then reformats it or something along that lines. I'm not that techie with this stuff, but all of a sudden, every time I make a video, it starts to go, and then it stops, and then it doesn't finish loading. And I'm trying everything I know how and Googling everything, trying to figure it out. So hopefully when I get my other computer back, Buddy's having a look at it saying, it could be this, it could be that, but we need to fix your screen first. So hopefully I'll find out next week sometime. We'll get a better computer going here and see if I can do that. Hey, Sten, how's it going? Thumbs up. Yeah. Look at that. We almost got the same amount of thumbs up as we do people in the house. Norm! People think I'm Norm when I go into the pubs around here. Norm! I mean Brent! Yeah, that's fun. So, what's new and improved? Well, we need to go somewhere. Right, Wayne? Wayne is still with me. We're hanging out. He's just across the way from me. He didn't know I was doing this, so he must have got a notification. Um, I have been getting a lot of things productively done behind the scenes. We're having issues uploading videos. Sorry, there should be at least 2 to 3 out every week. That's why I threw this live up. One came out yesterday. We're going to try to get another one out for Wednesday. And right now I've got 2 videos, one on my other computer and one on this computer, that I can't get to upload. So if there's a blank in between, it's because I'm struggling. I've just uploaded another program to do my editing on, and hopefully that will upload. But when it comes to new programs, they are a pain in the behind to learn how to use, because you get so used to learning how to cut and paste and all those big words that we use when we edit. And it comes easy, and it still takes you like 2 hours to do a video. But when you get a new app to do it, you have to learn everything, because there's all these transitions and how to splice things and throw things on the board, and it's like how to put texting on top of it, and like, oh my god, I don't know where anything is, so it becomes very, very hard. Revelant, the bus is running magnificent. I'm really happy that between Wayne and myself, we got the job done. Saddened a bit that we didn't let Bruce Van Life Jr. get to finish the job, but he should be here. I'm going to guess next week, maybe ish. I know he's on the verge of like leaving Calgary, so he's about ready to come here. He's got a big secret project happening down here on Vancouver Island that I know he's coming down for. And I was more worried about him having to work on my van, especially a motor, during our winter. Like, he might be used to doing it out in the cold and in Alberta, but here it's cold and really wet, and it like just penetrates right into your bones. So I was like, you know what? It can't be that hard. I've torn Volkswagen motors apart, and they're aluminum, and they all work the same. They have heads and they have pistons and they have cylinders, and so I was like, well, pretty sure between Wayne's knowledge, my knowledge, and Google, we can pull something off. And we did. And thank God everything worked great. So, yes, the van's working good. The new furnace is amazing for keeping my feet in the bottom of the van nice and warm. We put in a bunch of new batteries from Batterer, 300 watts, and they're actually heated Bluetooth batteries. So they've been holding up amazingly. We kind of need them out here on the West Coast because of these rainstorms that come in. We don't get a lot of light. And when we do get the light, it's very limited time. So we need a charging system, and we need to be able to get our batteries up. Solar isn't the only way we can do it. We did have an issue. No, that video is coming out next week, or soon, as soon as I get it edited, uploaded to my computer. But we went out and we did a trial run on the bus, and I was given a DC to DC charger. Wayne had a quick look at it, found out there was something blown in, and ordered the part. It was a $12 fix. We put it back together. We threw it in my van, but things were wired incorrectly. So what happened was it ended up draining my main battery up in the front of the van and taking everything to the back. So we had to go through in a rainstorm, rewire everything underneath the hood, get things all set up. But we also found there was too much draw on the DC to DC, so we had to eliminate it. And we're going to fix something up for later, because it's one of those things that when you're carrying lithium batteries, we need to be able to charge them at a higher rate. I believe it's 14.4 that we charge them up to this, and then when they sit, they drop to 14.2, I believe, whereas a normal battery is 13.1 or 13.2 and drops down to 12.9 or 12.8 at sit range. So lithium is a little bit different than your normal lead acid battery. So, and I'm learning all this from my great knowledgeable dude across the way here, Mr. Wayne from Wayne's Ambo World. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Also, my good buddy Willie from Willie's Truck Life, Mr. Cook. Have I showed you this, Mr. Cook? Come here. Come here. Come here. Look at that thing, Will. That, my friends, is the new and improved Blue Eddy Elite. How do you spell it again? ELIT. Elite 200 V2 version 2. I have been searching the internet for weeks. I've just got this last week. I was researching it earlier in the month, trying to find out what the heck are you guys sending me. They said, Brent, we have a new power station we want to ship out to you, and because it's new. I haven't opened the box up because I haven't even found it on the internet. So this is going to be a reveal. I believe somewhere in the middle of November is the date we get to show it off. So I'll be making a video. That's why it's still in the box, because I want to be just as surprised as everybody else when it's like opened up, because this thing is supposed to have like 2,000 watts of power and inverter stuff. So it'll operate anything, basically. And yeah, it'll be neat to see what it looks like. So I'm really excited about this. They're also sending me another charger system that we're going to be trying out that actually charges these things, because they charge to a 12-volt system. So if you plug it in with your cigarette lighter, the problem with the cigarette lighter, it's only 15 amps. What's going on, dude? So it takes forever to charge. So now they've bypassed the cigarette lighter, and it goes into like your alternator. And there's just a little box that sits inside your car, and it plugs into your power station, and it's supposed to rock like in 4 hours or something like that to do a big, huge thing like that. So it's going to be interesting to see. We're going to be playing with the neck a little while. QQQ, I have a diesel heater. I'm thinking about switching to the Propex thingy. Charger 1. Did you get one, Willie? Yeah, it's coming to it's in Canada now. I'm getting one shipped to me. I just emailed them the other day. I really like the Propex Revlent just because it's propane. So you don't have the muffler like the diesel does, because the diesel has a jet engine sound to it when it starts up and gets going. So it needs a muffler. This one doesn't. Burns cleaner because it's not diesel. It does still have the same thing. There's still an intake with fresh air and an exhaust that goes outside. Very straightforward. Works like any furnace. You can hook up the temperature, and then it's like, boom. If I turn it on and it gets the temperature, it'll shut off automatically. And if the temperature drops, it'll start back up again. So I like it. It is really quiet. And you don't have a fuel pump that goes tick, 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 tick. Which anybody that owns a diesel fuel filter, they know what it's like. Yeah, we quiet it. And I'm like, you can still hear it unless you're deaf like me. Hi, Deborah. I was wondering if diesel heaters should have fuel filters like the truck, because they do have fuel filters on them. They're not the biggest things. They're only like this big, and they're just like this round, right? But yeah, there's a fuel filter on there. And in the wintertime when it gets cold, you should be adding the additive, or I've also read by using kerosene in them. I believe it's kerosene, that if you burn that, it's much more expensive, but it's not going to coagulate and then block up your lines as much. So, yeah. Why is it driving you bonkers? There you go. See, Wayne says it. And injectors. And they should make a methane heater, because I got it. Just let it out, man. If you just let out the methane, you'll stay warm. I think we call that the Dutch oven when I was married. Good. I'm happy you caught this one, Deb. This was a total random thing. I got things cleaned up here. We had Dan the Van Dan and his wife Tina was here last night. We partied down with her and Lorene from the Boho Blue Band, and we had Wayne here. I should have turned it live on then because that was some fun. We got in some heavy duty conversations. I'm telling you, it was a lot of fun. I love Dan. He's a great guy, and I can't say anything bad about him. So, and his wife is amazing. It's just truly amazing. It's been an interesting week. We haven't done a lot. Still playing with my excursion vehicle. It came to a bit of a stop because we're in the building process, and the wood I'm using is from pallet boards. So we got the pallet boards pulled apart, but then it rained and got them all wet. So I should actually have them in the car drying out. So we got some things we need to take care of, and it's just been, you know what it is? I think it's just we've been sitting around doing nothing for so long. It's just become normal. All the videos you guys have been seeing are basically, stuff that was filmed a month ago. It's all up to date now because I really haven't picked up the camera. I really needed a break from being on the road and filming every day and editing every day and running around every day. And I'm like, I can't keep up this pace. I'm going to go bonkers. So we're trying to flip a few things around, and that's why we're having those wacky Wednesdays. And then we're doing a little bit bigger videos on the weekends. They turn out to be like, I think 30 minutes, not quite, but close into that area, a bit longer, trying to put more time into editing, give you guys more flavor for the channel instead of just something that's whipped together and thrown out there to say, hey, I'm still alive. Today's the day. And I still want to keep things entertaining. So I think if we put something together over a week or 2 or 3 days and then video it and then edit it really good and put it all together, that it becomes an entertaining show and be like any other thing. Remember we watched the Cosby Show every Thursday night? I guess we can't really talk like that now, can we? Because that Cosby's a bad boy. Let's see, what other show did we watch? Happy Days, that was on every night though, wasn't it? Huh. But some shows only came out like on Sunday nights. The Wide World of Disney? No. The Walt Disney Hour? Whatever. Anyways, you know what I'm getting at. If you can do a really good 30-minute set of you watching something that just keeps you going, oh, wow. And whether it takes a day or two to put the whole thing together of filming, let's go on an adventure. So, well, let me ask you guys this. Do any of you guys edit? And if you do edit, what do you edit with? Oh, yeah. What's loud, though? Is it the fan? Is that what you're talking about, Revlin? The fan or the constant ticking of the fuel pump? I guess everything all together. Overland Adventure. Hello from my neighbor from the south. We're up here on Vancouver Island, the southern part. They call it Hub City, Nanaimo, home of the bathtub races. Yeah, we do that. We used to race. I remember when I was a kid. I was like a few full moons ago. And they take these bathtubs, and what they do with the bathtub is they take the old granny style bathtubs, but they make them out of fiberglass. And then they put a boat hull on the bottom of it, and they have a little 9.9 motor out the back end of it, and they race them. And years ago, when I was a kid, they used to race from Nanaimo, Vancouver Island, all the way over to Vancouver and land in Stanley Park. And which was, I believe it's an hour and a half ferry boat ride. So I don't know how long it took them to do it in the little things there. It would have been a couple hours. But you're on your knees in a bathtub, hitting waves and jumping because it's a bathtub. It's only 4 feet long, 5 feet long. So yeah, they pound themselves and used to race. Now they just race. They don't do it to Nanaimo or from to Vancouver anymore. They just race up and down our coastline here along the Nanaimo Harbor and stuff like this. But it's still very interesting to watch, and it's pretty fun. Now that Breast, Deborah. So he did leave, did he? Chris is the new mayor of Deerfoot. Is this schoolie running? Is Chris to get his schoolie running? Last time I was up there, he was having to replace the head gasket. Same thing we did on my van. I wrapped the pump with a pool noodle. It's under the van. You still and you can't hear the pump. It must not be bolted. It must be just hanging. So that's the best way to do it. Oh, is that right? They used to have bathrooms in Florida too. Okay. I thought we were like the people that invented it or something, but you never know. Maybe we did. Somebody will have to Google that. Anyways, back to editing. Does anybody edit anything on their computers? Because I just downloaded one called Power Director, and it's pretty intense. The other one I downloaded was InShot or High Shot or something like that. Shot. I'm going to try out the free version of it first. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying them out to see what it is. But again, I'm old and I hate learning new things. And the technicality of things are getting a little bit difficult for me to. Because I'm used to like old Movie Maker on my my old laptops. And it's like, okay, back in 2000, 2007. Bolted and used a rubber insulator too. It's quite that's good. That's what you're using, Willie. You're using the InShot. Let your heater pump hang free. There you go. Yeah, because the ticking will go through all the metal in your car. It goes into the screw and then it goes into the frame or whatever you're bolted to. Then it kind of absorbs. It gets thrown out through anything. So if you just let it hang with the pool noodle, it'll eliminate all the noise because it all gets stuck into your pool noodle. Manitoba, where it'll soon be. What did Overlander say? Oh, Northern California. It actually gets a little bit cold in Northern California, They're at the base of this West Coast crap, right? Oregon gets it, definitely Washington State gets it, and they get this offshore wetness that comes in, and you guys have a lot. As much as you have all those lakes, they all freeze over, so you got that drier cold running through Manitoba. We're out here, it like penetrates you, man. Like it gets in your bones, and it's like painful. And that's for a year, Willie. $20. I'm not sure how much this power thing is, so. Video Guru. I'll write that down. I'm willing to look at anything and just looking for something that's going to be a little easier for me to figure out. If you like what you see here, list of things. There we go. Video Guru. Probably only in the States. Knowing my luck. Upload fake, yeah. I don't. That's what's really like twisting me is because I took this one here and I literally cleaned the crap out of this computer. And that was one of the things they said. So I cleaned everything all up, all the downloads and stuff, got rid of it all. Now they're trying to tell me that could be a corrupt file. So now I was going through and I was taking like one clip out and then trying to download it, and like it'll get stuck there. Okay, take the next clip out. No, it gets stuck again. So I'm trying to take each little clip out to see which one's corrupt, because there's no way of knowing. How do you know a film clip is corrupt? And that's why it's getting stuck. So you have to like eliminate it and then try to upload it and then see what works. So it's like this really slow, tedious thing. It's, I don't know. No earthquakes are opposed. Dude, if you had earthquakes, you'd like shake, rattle, and roll and spice up your life with all that methane. Oh, I remember doing that. We were my first year on the road making YouTube videos was all done on one phone, an iPhone 11, and it was all done with iMovie on my iPhone 11. And my little buddy there, the Van Nut, has it now, so you have to give him crap. He's not putting out enough videos. Give him a new video to understand. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Where was bathtub racing invented? It could be Australia too, eh? Oh my goodness. Nanaimo, British Columbia. Bathtub racing started in Nanaimo. It was an idea conceived to showcase Nanaimo's...
British Columbia. According to Wikipedia, bathtub racing started in Nanaimo, British Columbia.
The Nanaimo to Vancouver Great International World Championship in 1967. I was 4. Yeah, I will tell you, Revlin, having a computer is definitely a step up. Like, it's amazing. Like, I went from iMovie on my phone to iMovie on the laptop, and just the amount of things that I had to learn, and how much more they have to offer. And then when you get outside of the basic stuff that they give you for free on your laptops, then you start going into these other ones, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I can do this. Oh my God. And yeah, it's pretty mind-boggling. Just takes such a long time to figure out, that's all. Hello, Phil. How the heck's it going, dude? The Caribbean. Now that's where we all want to be right about now. There's no more. Are you guys still getting hurricanes down there? We're all whining about earthquakes, but there's one thing I'll tell you, Norm. I was born here in Nanaimo back in the early 60s. And back then, they used to tell us that the island was going to slip into the ocean one day after a big earthquake. 60 years later, it's still floating. I've been through 2 or 3 earthquakes, and ours are just like little shifts, I would like to call it. We don't get that rocking and rolling for any great length of time. I think it's happened twice maybe here in my lifetime on the West Coast. I was in a car once, driving a car, stopped at a set of lights. My car bounced up and down about 3 times, and I thought somebody was jumping on my bumper. Then I realized there's no bumper on my car. And I still didn't even know it was an earthquake, so I went around the corner and got out, and then there's people coming out of the building. Goes, did you feel that? I'm like, what, the guy jumping on my car? I got woken up camping once in a tent. I thought it was a bear brushing up against my tent. So, that split second where he'd brush against it. And it was an earthquake, because the next morning I turned the radio on and everybody was talking about the earthquake. And I've woken up a few times in the middle of the night when we've had earthquakes around here. Didn't feel anything moving, but it does. I don't know if it's a sensory thing that we have in us. It's definitely very quiet, but you wake up and you're like wide awake. And you're like, why am I so awake? And then I blame it on like, what do they call those trails up in the sky? And I go all into the third dimension. And yeah, Phil. Yeah, there's a bunch of or yours aren't getting as long. Is that what you're trying to say, Phil? Or just getting a lot more? And we're the thing is they're also, since we're being more populated and we're more smarter and we have all this technology, all of a sudden they got all these sensors going off. So now we know when there's the smallest earthquake, and then it gets broadcast over social media. Oh my God, there's an earthquake on the East Coast, on the West Coast. We've been having them for my whole lifetime, but you don't feel them. But now it's like, oh my God, they had another earthquake. That's right, we're getting wind. So what I did this week is I went out and I collected a bunch of those big blue plastic 45-gallon drums, right? And then I started building strapping on the outside of my school bus. So when the big one comes and that big tidal wave comes and takes the thing and washes everything away, poop, my van's going to float to the top. Oh, you're heading into the ocean. That's just from the everything's raising in the water. June 1st to the end of November. Oh, that's me. I didn't know that. Oh, is that right, Relva? Yeah, we're coming up here to Vancouver Island so we can get washed away to sea. Great plan. I'll be here waiting for you. I want to watch this from my floating bus. I actually told that to some people. I used to live in a mobile home. And I actually told people with the straight face, like I did with you guys, that the whole bottom of my mobile home was covered with these 45-gallon plastic drums just in case. Hey, Donna, how's it going? Welcome to a Sunday, what is it, afternoon chit chat, trying to figure out things with life. I'm trying to plan a really neat trip. So, North Island up here, there's a place called Malcolm Island, and they have a very well known beach up there. And what the beach is known for is that it's got a bunch of pebbles on it. And the killer whales, aka orcas, will come up on this beach out of the water to rub their bellies on the rocks. And I'm not sure if it's to get crustaceans off or if it's just something they do. But they've been spotted there, and it's been documented that they go to this place. Well, just south of there, there's nothing there, but there's a logging road that goes in, and I did find there was a couple beaches down this logging road. So, and they're very similar just south. So, and there's also orca spotting stations or something like that. It's recorded on the Google Maps. So there is a wreck site up there. So I'm going to drive in there. It's about 20 kilometers off the main highway that's up north. You're in total isolation. We'll be in on the east coast of Vancouver Island, checking out Desolation Sound. You'll be able to see a bunch of um, islands and stuff. If we're lucky, maybe there'll be a cruise ship go by or something like that. It is the main waterway that goes between Vancouver Island and going north. So there's one deep channel, and so I was kind of hoping I could go up there to spend a couple 4 days and get some videotaping of some really cool spot. Get the drone out and play around and do some exploring. Yeah, somewhere new, somewhere neat, somewhere that a lot of people would have never been to or seen stuff like that. I bet you didn't get to see any killer whales though, did you, Donna? Were they up there rubbing their bellies when you were there? I've seen the van that goes in the water. Have you seen the van that goes in the water? No. Keep talking, Brent. Go to Alert Bay too. My buddy's over there. Yeah, he lives there. Hey, Ronnie, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining the crew. You're a little late. I hope you have a note from the wife. And there's my buddy Corey, all the way from Innisfail, Alberta, home of very scared sheep. Oh, he's working at the bowling alley. Is that when it is? July and August? I'm just hoping to see some fins popping up in the water while I'm up there. I just like it when you get to places like that, and if you're blessed enough to get some weather where it's half decent, and then you get to like hang out on the ocean. Maybe take a crab trap up there. If it's, we'll see. We'll have a look and see what's going on up there. Good afternoon, Barbara. You're always late, born late. Haven't got to use any of those things yet. There, got from you, Ronnie. The stretchy things. The build on the CRV came to a little bit of a halt because of the weather. It started getting too wet out there, and I'm a bit of a pussy. And the wood's wet. And we did get a few cool things installed on it that is coming up. I'm working on the video right now. It's going to be a cool little excursion vehicle. It makes me almost want to buy like a tow hitch so I can tow it behind me, and I'll drag the cabin up to a place, and then we'll unhook the excursion vehicle, and then we'll go up like mountains with it, and then I have a place to stay in case we get stuck. Good old Corey. He popped in, said hi, went back to work. It's the weekend, and his brother and sister-in-law own the bowling alley. The bowling alley, cafeteria, bar. They have all the arcade games. It's really cool. So if you're ever in Innisfail, drive through Main Street. Last building on the left, on the corner, for the gas station and the railroad tracks, is the bowling alley. Go in and say hi to my buddy Corey. Tell him Brent sent you. He'll treat you like royalty, and maybe even make you a pizza. And they make damn good pizza. Sontula is where I want to go. Yes, Sontula. It's an old, what kind of people? Help me. Swedish? Swedes? Something like that. And all those islands, whenever you get a chance in north, when you're going up north, any of like the northern Gulf Islands, oh my God, they will blow you away. They're so stuck in 1970, it's ridiculous. And they want to keep it that way. So yeah, you got to go see these places. You go in there, hospitality is amazing. People are always fun to see people coming in. And, yeah. What else is going on out there in everybody's crazy worlds? You get your racetrack put together, Ron? Finnish. Yes. I was close. Swedish. Finnish. Aren't they Sweden and Finland very close together, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I know a little bit about geography. What I do need is either coffee or water. Well, should we go say hi to the dude? Oh, you don't have to tell me. I'll love it. I know I'll love it. Hi, dude. We wanted to come and say hi. Guess what, Norm? I'm all out of Lucky. Yeah. I think I have one beer left from last night. I went and bought an 8-pack last night. And, What a jerk, eh? You're a jerk, dude. He's like, oh, Dad, it's raining out. Like, just leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. I love that dog. He's got such a personality. Coffee cup. Coffee cup. Coffee cup. Okay. We're just making a quick coffee here because I can. I love this thing. I was told by a friend that if you collect air miles, they actually have a catalog. So instead of flying, you can actually buy things. And I'm like, get out. And sure enough, I went on and I found the catalog. And I've always wanted one of these. So I basically got it for nothing. Wished I would have went for the smaller version. But not the one you have to pour water into every time. But there is a smaller version that's going to hold like 4 to 6 cups or something like that. This one here is pretty big. But it also has a feature on it that you can actually put ground coffee in. And it's got a little tray in there and everything. So I've used that once. Came in handy. Is he part Aussie? No, but I'd like to throw him on the Barbie once in a while. The dude is a Yorkie, Yorkshire Terrier, mixed with a Bichon Frise or something like that, a little white dog. The Yorkie's showing through with the orange. He really needs to get another haircut. I was raking his hair the other day, and I don't know, like when I had Goldberg, it was like the first year or so that his hair didn't grow, and all of a sudden it would start to grow, but it was like 2 coats. So one was like, he was the last app, so Maltese. So it was almost like puppy hair and then hair. So you had to get rid of the puppy hair because it was always matted. And once you got it cut enough, it stopped the matting. And he's still into this place where it's matting, and it maddens me. I listen what I did there. Hey, you see that? What a crazy idiot. An Aussie doodle. That sounds pretty interesting. I know Donna. He's amazing. And he's getting smarter too. He's starting to listen. But I'm telling you, when I let him off, he just bolts, eh? But he used to bolt and then leave the compound. And then, I'm surprised I don't have gray hair, but I do, but it's not a lot of it. Because he just keeps going. So I've taken him to the doggy park a number of times. And getting the recall to him to come back is like next to nil when we first started going. I need to let him run and get rid of some of his energy. So we do it in the compound here, but I have to do it when I have the time to be watching him because he'll go underneath the fence. He'll see something and there's no recall. It's like, oh my God, there's somebody over there. Woohoo! He's gone, right? I'm like, Dad. And he's like, sorry, Dad. I'm on a mission. It's Prairie. The dude has a girlfriend. It's a little black kitty cat named Raven. Hey, Barbara. Puppies are good. They are. What we're going to do is, I think what I need to do is I need to give you guys a tour of my bus soon. Not here live, but we'll actually do a video. I'll do a nice little video and we'll show you once I get everything all organized and cleaned up again. I went and bought this stupid rug. It's going to come in handy for the CRV as a sleeping platform. But it looked like a darker grayish type of rug when I got it, brownie color. I'm like, well, that'll hide the dirt. And then I got it home and it was like white. Okay, it was white. Look at this. That's just coming in and out, and the rest of it's turning the same color. So I'm going to get rid of it and get another. I don't know. Maybe I should just get vinyl again and put vinyl down, and then have area rugs to keep my feet warm. That might be a better idea. Easier to clean, easier to sweep than it is to vacuum. Have I clipped his wings? No. Hey, be up, be bop, be bop, be bop, 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 Decca. Um, I'm on the verge of. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and as soon as I do it, I probably kick myself. Um, I'm watching him mature, and but he's still, yeah. I'm definitely thinking about it. Because when I look back at Goldberg, I had so many people who are like they wanted a mini Goldberg, and that's what sticks in my head. That's why I don't de-wing him. But then I think about how well Goldberg listened. And I read things about waiting for a year. Then I read some things wait for 2 years. Well, now he's 2.5 years, and I'm like, he really hasn't settled down that much, but he is a lot more active than the Goldberg was because he's a different dog. Goldberg was the last Apso, which is the quiet dog that listens in the Tibetan towns. Whereas this guy's like a rat terrier, right? He's out wanting to kill little things all the time, right? So they're two different kind of breeds that you gotta hold together and try to figure it out. But yeah, he should get de-winged. Yeah, he's it's early in the year. I lost Goldberg in the end of February, and like for those of you who don't know, that I had a dog, and he died, and everybody loved Goldberg. I'd had him for 10 years, and everybody loved him, and everybody said you need to get another dog. Like Goldberg was amazing. You need to get another dog, and they're sending me pictures of dogs and SPCA dogs and things that are for sale dogs, and sent me to some guy up island, and he's just had a litter. You gotta go. It's blah blah blah. And I was like, you guys don't understand. Like, I am devastated. Losing an animal is worse than I'd say losing my parents. Like, honestly, like my mom, I loved her to death, and my father too. But when I lost my dog, I was devastated. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it in Goldberg's hands. He will present me the dog. And then I was on the road by May that year. So I lost him in February. In May of that year, I was in Saskatchewan, and that's where I found him. And he was just coming to age where he could be adopted out. And when I figured it out, it was less than a month after I lost Goldberg that he was born. So all I could think was like Goldberg went up. I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go back down and save my son, my master Brent," because Goldberg looked just like this guy, like not just like, but he's a bit smaller. He's got the same coloring to him. He's got the same whiteness. He's got the same attitude. It's just like he was reincarnated into a different dog. It blows me away. And the crap that happened to me the day that I got him was stupid. Like I dreamt about him. I went to a farm, an abandoned farm out in the middle of nowhere, and I saw a white thing go running out of my van, and it was just my memory, because that's what we used to do, go exploring. And then that night, I had the wall of shame up here. I call it that because it was like pictures of him and pictures of this and gifts I got from people of him and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I got to put that thing down. I'm living in the past. And I talked to Goldberg, through, that medium, right? And I said, sorry, buddy, but I need to take it down. I need to start living in the future. I can't keep living in the past. And that night he came to me in a dream, and he was all covered in dirt and blood. And I'm like, whoa, dude, I buried you. Where the heck did you come from? That's how real the dream was, eh? And I woke up and I was like, that is weird. And then I found him in the, oh, get this. I found him in a Kijiji, like for sale. And so I emailed the lady and didn't hear back from her. And I went around my morning tasks and did my thoughts, sat down, had a coffee, grabbed my phone, looked him back up again because he was such a little cutie. And I'm like, oh, there's a phone number. I didn't see that. So I texted the lady. She goes, oh, yeah. I said, well, I'm in Bigger, and I won't be able in Saskatoon for about 3 or 4 days, so I'm waiting for some mail. She goes, well, I'm not in Saskatoon. I'm just a little bit west of Bigger, and I'll be in Bigger at noon today because I'm showing another one of the pups. And I'm like, get out. Okay, I can be there. So I get down there, tell her the story of my dog and how, all these things are lining up and how much I love them and blah, blah, blah. She goes, well, you're really lucky. And I'm like, why? She says, I haven't named him yet. So you can name him anything you want. I'm like, cool. So I ended up calling him Dude because he reminded me of Jeff Bridges from the Big Lebowski. It's always pulling, but when he calms down, he's got a swagger. And I thought, dude, if you had like a house coat on, you would be the dude on the Big Lebowski. Anyways, this lady became a subscriber. So she became a subscriber with me, and she started watching the videos, and she started going back in histories, and she found my Goldberg videos of me when I was having my broken heart and everything. And then I got a text from her. She goes, oh my God, Brent, I have to tell you this. And I'm like, what? And she was like, do you remember when I told you he didn't have a name? I'm like, yeah. She goes, I lied to you. I'm like, what? She goes, well, when you told me the story, I just couldn't tell you what I called him. And I'm like, what did you call him? And she said, Ghost. Because he was the only white puppy with hints of just like the hairs stood up on my neck, right? Like, oh my God, reincarnated, came back as a ghost and landed on my lap. Eh? I love stories like that. Goldberg was bigger, and it depended on this fluffiness because he was fluffy. He's pretty fluffy, but he's more wire haired. Um, but yeah, he's 15 kg, and I believe Goldberg was 25 kg. Or is it pounds? I don't remember. But yeah, there was that much difference. Don't be afraid. Be there for her, man. I'm telling you, I held Goldberg in my arms and bawled my eyes out, man. And we went through a whole ceremony with him, man. That's sad. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that be out there. It's sad. They're the most important people in our lives, I think. They're the only thing that really loves us more than we love ourselves, I think. And they love us more than they love them. Like, it's just insane and how much well, this guy, I don't know about this guy. He's a bit of a jerk. He'll learn, though. I'm telling you. For that, or I'm cutting his nuts off. Right? True fate, man. Everything fell in line. It was just like one thing after another after another. And it's like, I can't say no. I could not say no. And then all of a sudden, then that was the last blow. It was like, it blew me away. I was like, that is insane. So, yeah, I miss that guy. And it's funny because I'm getting all that crap on my Facebook now. And it's like the dogs that are going on the Rainbow Bridge. It's like, and I'm sitting on a big bench by myself, and I'm, and it's captions, I still call out your name. And there's him up in the clouds going, I know. I'm like, fuck you. I used to see Goldberg up. Did I say that word? Oh my God. I used to say Goldberg up in the clouds because he was a white puppy dog, and there would be his face. I'm like, oh my God, you're driving and your tears are coming down your eyes. Yeah. I guess I should be a little more macho than that, eh? Yeah, it was amazing. That was one of my trips. That was when I was traveling all over Saskatchewan, and yeah, that was pure fate when I ran into him, and that was when I got my hooked on those ghost towns and abandoned homes. That's what I did this year. Was like last year I went up to, so that was, yeah, 2.5 years ago. So follow a year I went up to Dawson, and then last year I did the southern border, Western Canada, looking for all these abandoned homes. And what am I going to do next year? I think we should just stay here on Vancouver Island and go to some of the really cool places. You guys are going, what? I hear you, Bonnie. Yeah, I hear you. When are you guys heading up? And are you following Highway 3 when you come up here? Like you're going to go down through Grand Forks and the Soyuz and Christina Lake and stuff like that? I can't remember. Somebody told me, I don't know if it was Greenwood Hotel, but I know that she was a paranormal chaser. I thought pretty sure it was Greenwood Hotel that she stopped at. And it was funny because when I first moved back here to Nanaimo, I was actually working for this lady. She was just building a restaurant, and I just happened to be a guy that knew a lot about building restaurants and how things would get organized and where to order things and all this other stuff. So combined with her to help her in her new venture, and my friend stopped into this place, and I was like, "Hey, you remember blah blah?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Well, her sister runs this place. And I'm like, what? That's why I remember the thing in Greenwood. Yes, it is hard to lose them. That's for sure. What's going on? Oh, crap. We have a plan. They're planned to hit Nanaimo, BC this trip. We got ghosts here in the Bastion. Yeah. Actually, we have a little island like this. And right, it's kind of like the one in Halifax. And what they used to do in Halifax is when they had a criminal, they'd kill him and hang him out on the island. So if any pirates came into the bay, they saw this guy hanging from a tree or something at the beginning of the harbor. And we have the same kind of thing. It's called Dead Man's Point or something like that, where they've actually hung people out there to let people know that you don't come in here and screw around because we do things this way. 1800s kind of stuff back when we were back in the coal mining days. Really? We got lots of ghosts here in the Nanaimo. Well, I'm going to come back and haunt the place. I'll tell you that much. Let's go grab a coffee. We'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Try to let me figure out what I'm going to talk about next. Should we see if Wayne's listening? Hey, Wayne, are you listening? You want to come over? I poured cream in my coffee and I forgot it. I do want to go back up to Prince Rupert. So if I do anything, it'll be a BC tour this year. I am thinking about just being and sticking to the island. It'll all be North Island stuff because it gets too busy here in the summertime. I got back early this year and tried doing some. Oh, he was listening. He's coming. Good boy.
It's cold in here.
What? Sit next to the fireplace. That's all he does. This is my old lady.
Yeah.
Right? Comes in and starts bitching
Bitching.
right away.
Well, I can turn you off now from here.
That's not me. Oh, you're not even there.
I'm not here yet.
Wow.
Delay.
Wow, is there ever a delay? Is that from me? Wow, you guys are way far behind. Or is that from your? Oh no.
There we are.
Wow. That's like a 10-second delay. You know something? Something's got to get done. Now, whether it's capital punishment or not, I don't know. But things I've gone a little too far that people aren't being punished. That's all I can say. I've got to be careful about how we react. We were in a big discussion last night, but we couldn't have aired that on TV. We all have our opinions, and I value everybody's opinion. I really do, and I think that everybody's entitled to that, right? As long as nobody's trying to force it down your throat, it's your opinion. It's fine, but we also need to know that other people have opinions too, and as long as they ain't shoving it down your throat, then everything should be fine. But I think we need to be open to everybody's opinion.
Okay.
But there is some opinions. Opinions are like, never mind. I'm not going to go there. It's the Bert and Ernie show. Hey, I don't like that. Okay.
No, it's Oscar and Felix.
How about there was a few good names. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But Bert and Ernie just wasn't. I actually dressed up as Bert and Ernie one year for Halloween. Can't remember who I had with me. But my sister had made the costumes, and she actually like the sweaters they used to wear, the striped sweaters and stuff like that. So she had those, and then she'd made furry hands and the big feet to put on, and the actual felt heads. Yeah, it was fun. I think I was in Langley at that time.
was only 40 at the time.
Yeah. Oscar and Felix. Rocky and Bullwinkle. You said that one, no?
Yeah, I did say that one before.
Yeah. What about Pinky and the Brain? You guys not know who Pinky and the Brain are?
I'm going to take over the world.
One of them was smart. The other one was insane. Yeah. Frasier. Yeah. Niles. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few good couple people, like that had that fit type of thing that was going on. It is chilly in here, isn't it? Let's see how this works.
Turn on the heater.
It's definitely not house temperature. Oh. Green light's on. Now the hot air will start to blow. That'll be just toasty warm.
Not just his hot
I
air.
got this there. Yeah, no, just my hot air. Norm's hot air.
Yeah. He's got the roof vent open, right?
Yeah, and a fan going. I was boiling water. I got sick last night. I had a couple beers. I was hungry, and we'd been eating sausages. What were they called? Pork. What are they called?
The Smokies.
Huh?
The Smokies.
Schmokies.
With cheese.
So I have a crappy stomach anyways. So I had these Smokies, but I didn't have enough and I don't like eating a lot of bread. So I only had one muffin or one bun and a couple Smokies. So when I got to bed and came into bed last night, everybody split. I was hungry. So I made Ichiban. Noodles, what do you call them?
A cup of noodles.
Cup of noodles. There's a bunch of different names for it. Well, I made up a batch. And to kick it up a notch, I added a spoonful of butter. I emptied out the consomme so I could drink it. Threw a stick of butter into the noodles, and then I covered it with Parmesan cheese. And it was so good, I made another one. Well, I went to bed, and I guess the Parmesan, the butter, and the Smokies, and beer. I woke up and I was having, you guys get GERD, where it's like indigestion, where stomach stuff comes up your mouth. Well, I got that. Well, I ran out of water yesterday and I never refilled. So I'm here and I'm like, okay, and I have no Tums. So I use baking soda and water. And I take a shot and it calmed me down a bit. Well, it didn't, because I climbed into bed and all of a sudden it was like, okay, now I'm gurgling in my intestines. So yeah, I was up for 2 or 3 hours last night battling eating the wrong things.
All those cookies you ate too?
Cookies, oranges. We had people over, so you had all this different stuff. So you're trying a little bit of everything. It was not good.
I was fine until I ran out of diesel fuel in my heater last night.
And you know what the worst thing is? He borrowed my car and went and bought diesel. Just forgot to fill up his tank.
I
The
got
diesel was
sidetracked.
sitting right there beside his
I
tank.
got sidetracked for something else, right? So yeah, so, but it was 5 o'clock in the morning, so it wasn't too bad.
That's not acid reflux. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mint gum works. Okay. I don't usually chew gum either, right? I'm weird. Are you weird?
Of course I'm weird.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. I think that's my second name.
Yeah. Wayne's Weird World of Ambos.
Yeah.
There, feel the heat?
Yeah, I feel the heat.
I love this furnace, man. I love it. Can you guys hear the ticking sound? Well, look who showed up. Jamie, do you have a note from your mom?
Yeah.
You're late.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So anything peppermint will help to ease your stomach. I didn't know that. Huh. Is that why Rolaids is always minty flavored? And I always buy the fruit flavored ones.
Yeah.
The chalk.
The chalk.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that chalk.
Well, where I was getting to was I had to boil the water today because when you put Parmesan cheese inside of a hot thing there and it melts, it's the most stickiest, grossest thing that ever sticks to a pot. It's hard to get off. So literally I had to fill my pot, rip the water, boil it, and then throw it in with the cold water to mix it all over to be able to scrub it out. I tried to scrub it. No, it was not coming off. It was like a pain in the behind to get it clean.
That's why I get just the noodles in the cup, so I don't have to worry about throwing it out. They don't have to put a pot, so I just use
Just boil the water.
Boil the water, put it in, and then add the extra stuff in later.
And they're the same price, aren't they?
Yep. $1.25 now. Used to be 50 cents for
25.
25.
Yeah, 4 for $1.
Oh.
I saw older people. I remember when a draft beer was 25 cents. How much were cigarettes again?
20 cents a pack when
Back-
I smoked.
Back when cigarettes were good for you.
When 5 out of 10 doctors smoke Camel cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
Was it 7 out of 10?
Yeah.
The good old days.
You're unique.
Yeah.
You're one of a kind.
Strange.
Is that better, Barb?
Yeah.
I think we're okay with being weird. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I remember when 53 cents a pack. Way to go, Bob.
Yeah.
What? Norm's in Manitoba and he's paying $1. We're paying $1.63 right now. On
I
the
paid $1.79 for diesel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, Ron?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Ron's here.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know Ron.
Oh, I just said, hey, Ron.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah. Ron's one of my new. See, guys, if you guys come in here and you become a member, you get a green name.
Okay.
Thanks, Ron. He's my buddy. You didn't answer me, Ron, or did you? Did you get your racetrack set up? You'll have to send me a picture of you using it, okay, or abusing it. I don't care what you do with it.
I had to stop him from setting it up, right? No.
Oh, thanks, Jamie. Is Wascana is the park? Is that the park that we met at in Regina there? Oh, liters are there takes 4 liters to make a gallon. And it's not a U.S. gallon because I believe a U.S. gallon is a little bit shy of 4 liters.
It's 3.85.
Yeah.
Uh,
So just shy of 4 liters. So 4, yeah. So it's like a quart. 1 liter is like a quart. Like oil. When you put oil in your car, that's a liter. So yeah, times 4. I mean, look at this. So $1.52 in Chilliwack. Oh, so you guys aren't far from us. But look at this. What? Fuel. I remember when fuel was 30 cents a liter.
Hey, I remember when it was 42 cents a gallon when I started driving.
374 divided by 4. Quick. Who's fastest?
That's U.S.
I don't. You guys are at 94 cents a liter. That shows you how much we get raped up here in Canada with our taxes and stuff on our gasoline. Oh, look at this. Really, Claire? I always thought you guys were like $2 a liter.
Where's that?
She's over in Scotland.
In Scotland?
In Scotland. Europe. Maybe it is in France and stuff like that, more higher price, but because you guys are out in the island. Different park loaded. Okay, closer. Okay, I gotcha. I just remember going to that park with you guys. That was a fun day hanging out with you. I wish we could have hooked up this year when I was there, but yeah, it wasn't in the plans. My dad paid 3 gallons, I'm thinking, and he was he'd be upset. It was I'm pretty sure it was like $5 to fill up was that 10 gallons?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's all it was $10 to fill up a normal gas, those jerry cans that we used to have, so 10-gallon jerry can. So mine would have been around 40-50 cents a liter, 40-50 cents a gallon.
When I was 19, I had a Fiat 850, and it was $2.50 to fill up my tank.
Do you guys know that the acronym Fiat, F-I-A-T, stands for
Fix it again, Tony.
Fix it again, Tony. Fiat's an Italian car.
Yeah.
Because they weren't the most reliable cars.
So now I have a Ford.
Do you? For off-road racing? For off-road driving?
No.
Found
on road dead.
Found on reserve dismantles? For first on race day.
Yeah. Oh, my Ford's running great right now. So.
$2.15 Canadian pound. A pound. Oh, okay. What was Italian? I don't get it. Anyways, a little. Oh, it's me again. Hi. I hope you have a note. Anybody that comes in late must produce a note, or they're going to sit in the corner with the hat. Put your hat on, Wayne. Yeah. Fix or repair daily for off-road driving. Come on. There's a million out there. I've been coming here all year to try to meet some women instead of the bars. Still awkward. Not drinking at a bar for me. That's where I used to meet women. No luck this year. Yeah, it must be a whole different new dating scene because I hear you, Jamie. I've gotten too old not to really care. They show up for a while and it happens, and I'm grateful for it. But my fishing days are over, and I did when they first came out. I remember when Plenty of Fish first came out, and I kind of got turned off of internet dating, I guess you could say. nothing ever lived up to my expectations. And I learned how to love myself, I guess, what a lot of it was. Because when I was younger, it was like I always thought you needed somebody in your life. That is warm, eh?
Yeah.
I love that. Your fire is gone. Let's go.
You got to buy them drinks. Who can afford drinks nowadays?
Wayne buys me drinks.
He buys me drinks.
No, you don't. So Wayne said to me the other day, he's like, we had dinner, we were over to his place, and we had dinner, and I'm like, okay, now what? And it was like 7 o'clock, and just let's go for a beer. And my jaw dropped. I'm like, what?
What? I said,
Like, that's my line. I'm Oscar. And he goes, well, I was paid to do a job, and I got this little extra money, and I thought I'd take you out for a beer. I said, okay. So we go out for a beer, and I happen to get a phone call from one of my subscribers on the South Island and start talking away to him. Well, he gets bored because I'm not paying attention to him. So he went up and he spent $20 on these pull tabs. And won $50. $60. $63. So we went out with 50. He paid for the beer and the gambling and came home with $65.
it was a good date.
Right? I came back with more money than I left with.
Yeah.
And we had beer and we had fun. So
yeah.
It was fun. Oh, hey, Darlene, how's it going? Long time no see. Okay. Oh, Relevant's got cats. No dates, cats. Relevant. I'm the crazy cat lady. I'm only one cat away from being the crazy cat lady. He's got 2.
I got 2. I'm the
he's the crazy cat
guy.
Right?
On my van it says 2 cats and 1 old man.
Freaking of old rescued dogs. Okay. Dodge. Okay. Okay, that's it. I'll snuggle with the dude.
Yeah.
I'm the dude. Okay, I'm the dude's dad. Crazy buggers. No, let's see. Bubbles, I'm single. Way too long. Dude, I just got out. I was in a relationship for 2 months, maybe 3 at the most. And after being like single for so long, it was a lot of work. So I'm going to say be grateful that you are single, even if you've been so far, because it gives you time to really probably get a little bit more picky. Because if you just grab anything and get into a relationship, you want to make sure, especially, I think of Brent getting all philosophical. I think it's a lot easier when we're young. So when we're getting out of high school and we're turning 20, that if you find the right person, then you have a chance to grow together and learn together as you're coming out of adolescence into adulthood. And then the problem is if you don't grow together, then all of a sudden you split up. And now you're older, and I'm coming with the baggage from the last relationship, not necessarily baggage, but I've already grown up the way I am. And then whoever I'm meeting is going to be my age, and they've grown up the way they have. And sometimes it's a little bit harder for us to align ourselves. There's a little give and a little take, but you got to find people that will do the little give and take, because some people don't, because anyways, that's my experience. I try not to fall in love too quick. I want to become a good friend in mine. I want to be able to work together and all those things. So that's why I've learned to just step back, go like, okay, I'm going to be just fine, even if I never find anybody in the rest of my life. You're a good friend, Wayne.
Yeah. Brent and I are good friends. We get along great together.
Bonnie.
Yeah.
I was a crazy cat lady.
Yeah.
No, I'm just crazy.
Well, I've been crazy, so that's why I have to have a cat, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Donna. You've nailed that one.
Hey! No.
Is that better, Darlene?
She's not my type.
No, she was just saying sit closer because I'm off to the one side.
Oh,
So
okay.
you got the whole screen, and she says we can't see your beautiful face, and all we can see
Well,
is Wayne's ugly one. So that's why I came over to
Well-
take over the screen a little bit. Older, it is better just to date. Probably. I don't know. I'm not one of those. I'm a bit of philosopher. 25 years ago, I got involved in the recovery process. You could say I worked at a treatment center. Got involved with how it all worked and stuff like this. Watched a lot of stuff. Read a lot of books. Watched a ton of videos, and really made me look at life a different way. Made me look at myself in a whole different way. So then all of a sudden, you start living your life a little bit better that way. So I learned how to not to seek or blah blah blah. And I don't know, I just learned a lot of like neat things. Like one of my favorite sayings back in the day was chop wood, carry water. And it's a Buddha saying, and the Buddha actually says, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. And for me, it was just like, okay, I get it now. Okay, I'll go back to work, right? Because we need to take care of ourselves. Chopping wood keeps us warm and keeps us healthy and blah, blah, blah. Drinking water as food and replenishing our bodies and our souls. That's how simple things are. One day at a time. If I'm worrying about tomorrow, and what do they say? You got 1 foot in tomorrow and 1 foot in yesterday. You're pissing all over today.
Yep.
Right? So what that means is just simply stuff is that whatever happened is you have to let go and move on because it happened. Forgive, forget, move on, apologize, whatever you need to do, go to the next level. And if I start worrying, I remember worrying about stuff all the time. And I was a worry wart. And you sit there and like, oh my God, on Friday I got to do this, but if this happens, I'm going to do that, but if that happens, I'm going to do this, and I hope this doesn't happen because then I'm not sure what I'll be able to do, and it was almost like you're going to get to that place, and then you're going to get zapped and removed off the face of the planet. That's how much worry would be had there, and then after you start to realize, you get older, you start to slow down. You're like, I did all that worrying and nothing that I thought about happened. And what did happen, I had to deal with it at that very moment. And I did okay. And I survived.
The sky's not falling.
And I'm still here. Right?
A lot of things aren't in your control, right?
Yeah. So, and some people, like I was one of those guys that did not understand that. I had to know everything. And as soon as I started letting go, I was like, when you start enjoying the moments that are there at your feet at that very moment, then life gets a lot simpler, right? I'll deal with whatever gets put at my feet when it gets to my feet. Like, oh. So you learn that kind of stuff because that's where people run astray. Their natural instincts run astray and they start to worry about this and think about that and like this. And then it's like, oh, I can't take it anymore. And then they turn into addictions, right? Oh, thank you, Darlene. He doesn't. Just kidding. Yeah. Hey, look at there's Boho Blue Van. Trolling our site here. Look at that. Right? Uh-huh. Where are you at there, Lorraine? Lorraine was here with us this morning and last night. We had a great gathering of folks here last night.
In the pouring rain.
Pouring down rain underneath the tarp. We had the fire going. BSing away. Barbara, what does Barbara say? Just a date, maybe because I've been sober. We're 38. Congratulations. That's amazing. Yeah. Good for you. That's amazing. Wayne, you are quiet and sweet.
Thank you. So normally I talk a lot. Sometimes he has to stop me.
And single. Darlene, he's single. And he has 2 cats. Just keep it simple. Exactly. Kiss.
Keep it simple, stupid. That's what we used to say in the military, right?
Oh, yeah. Live in the moment.
Yep.
Again, you guys are all on board with me, aren't you? That's right. Living in the moment.
That's why I love my ambo.
Oh, you're in the parking lot out where you were the other day when we left you. And he's handy. He's single, handy, 2 cats. He's a traveling man.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere, man.
Just a few places.
Yeah, all around the world.
Only 13 countries.
Well,
yeah.
Anyways, yes, hopefully. So I have to go down to Victoria next week. I might head down a day early. I went and saw my rheumatologist. He's kind of worried about the inflammation in my wrists. He wants to do an ultrasound on them at his office in Victoria. He shows up here once a week. On Friday, I have a sleep test, so I'll have to go into the hospital in Victoria and then spend the night there. So I think I'm going to take in the CRV with me. I'm trying to get a hold of a friend, probably stay at their place if I don't have the bed made in it yet. Go spend the night down there, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, go see my rheumatologist about my wrists, and then do a sleep test Thursday, Friday. And I'll come back up here for Saturday. Hopefully the weather's going to be decent enough that we can get this guy and me to head her again on another
adventure. And it works out because I'm helping 2 people with installations next week.
Nice.
So,
yeah, we keep crossing paths when he just helping somebody. And we're like, oh, we're supposed to go do this. I'm like, okay, well, we'll wait. The weather's been changing, and I got stuff showing up and appointments and all this other stuff. So hopefully after November 1st, we're going to be able to get out and go for a nice 4-day, 5-day getaway where we can sit on the ocean and just eat, sleep. He'll probably find things to fix out there because that's what he does for entertainment, for fun.
Yeah. If I'm not tinkering or fixing something, it's not fun.
Right? So, hey, Spoiled Rotten. Are you not the one that Spoiled Rotten? Did you not win a Blue Eddie from me or something like that? Is that you? It was, wasn't it? I love my memory sometimes. Yeah. Most of the time it sucks. Don't you hate it when you walk into a room? You're like, what the heck would I come in here for?
Like, it's really bad when you're in one room and you can't remember when you turn around.
Oh, I walked into the bathroom the other day going like, oh, yeah, I don't remember why I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes, awesome. Did you get it? You did get it. I remember you sending me an email. I got it. Or did you? Yeah, you did. See, now my memory's going. See? I got another one. Take this one out. Hi, dude. Are you guarding my Blue Eddie? This has actually been my coffee table for what now? A week?
A week, yeah.
Still in the box. Sometimes it's in the box because it's a brand new version of something and I've not seen it. So what I want to do is I want to go make a video, not in the parking lot here, not in my van. I want to go spectacular for them. It's a brand new, newly released November 15th to Canada. I think in the United States too, because I can't even find it in Australia. Like, there's no pictures of it anywhere on the interweb. So I want to go make a really nice revealing for their 15th release date. So yeah, I'll make a video for that. And, it's a big one. It's a 2,000 watt or 2,000 watt hour, 2,000 amp inverter. It's huge.
Weighs a ton.
Peter Griffin. Can I be Peter?
Yeah.
Colonel Saunders. Yeah.
Hey.
Chicken man.
I got my hair cut.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Hey, Paulo. Paulo was just down in the States touring around. He's got himself a nice little, this is the Dodge, isn't it? It's the Dodge Ram. Yeah, it's got a pretty nice looking van. He did a great job on it. Oh, sweet. Say hi to your daughter for me. What are you doing with your power, Eddie? Your Blue Eddie power source. I love mine. Like I use that one the most. The one that you got is the one that I used the most. I've had a few of these big ones, and I had a few of the I had another small one. It's a toss-up. The EB3A is a toss-up between this one and that one. I believe the EB3A is a 500, and this is a 400 or something like that. I believe it's one notch up from it. But I like this one better than the other one because it had like a flashlight on it and some silly things I didn't really like. So I used them for a while, and then I usually somebody go like, "Oh, I really like that," and then I make him a really good deal on one. So that's what will probably happen with this baby here. We're not giving it away. If they give me another one, I'll give it away. But it takes time and effort for me to do a video, so I look at it as payment to me, and what I do with it is my job.
And I have no room for it. Plus,
right?
I have a 3,000.
Oh, you don't need it. You got enough solar and
yeah,
everything in there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, look at it. Look who just showed up. Aaron the DJ.
Oh yeah.
Do you know him?
I can't remember.
No, probably not. He's from Calgary.
Yeah.
He's a DJ.
Okay.
Well, his name's Aaron.
Aaron.
And he's late.
He's late.
You better have a note, Aaron.
How come he didn't contact me when I was in Calgary? Oh, he didn't know that.
Yeah. Ram Pro Master. Thank you, Paulo. Yeah. I remembered. I'm pretty good. Gloria Stanley. I'm not late. I'm just popping up. So enjoy the video. We're very educational. Thank you, Madair. Oh, he says Wayne helped him with your Renegade monitor issue.
Oh, okay.
Renigy.
Yeah.
Renigy. Yeah, the monitor. Was that here, Paulo? I wonder where that was. He's from the mainland.
Yeah.
Coffee's on me when you come back. There you go.
Yeah.
We're not coming back.
I remember.
Hey, Aaron,
remember
has Bruce left yet? Are you allowed to divulge that kind of information? You know, the secret is our secret YouTuber stuff. We gotta not tell people what's going on.
I helped so many people. I forget their names.
or some, right? That's true. All right. Always fixing and always, that's not a good life. Trust me. Okay. Especially when we're always fixing our own vehicles.
Yeah.
Well, he's fixing everybody else's. I'm constantly working on mine. So everything's really good. We'll get out somewhere. I promise you here in the next week or so. And I'm going to go somewhere I've never been. So, and I've Googled it, Google mapped it. I've done the aerial looking at it in real time and having a look at places. And it is gorgeous. It's just a matter of getting there. So I want to go somewhere like that. So when we get there, I'm thinking about doing a van tour. So we'll be out using the school bus. We'll get a full tour of my school bus. You guys get to see the little bits here and there as things. I'll take you through all the stuff that I have in here and all the work we've done to it. Put it all in one little video to make it kind of cool. We're probably making the Blue Eddie videos out in the woods too somewhere. And we'll probably pull off a couple of stupid stunts of the Ren and Stimpy show. Yeah.
We do Ren and Stimpy cooking.
Oh, really? Oh. Wow. Yes, Wayne was. Oh, you were in Saskatchewan.
Yes.
When you met Paulo.
Okay. Probably. I'm sorry, Paulo. I forget everybody. I was, like I said, I probably helped maybe 40 people in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
And it all gets to blur after a while.
And Paulo, you don't have boobs.
Yeah.
You're just another guy he helped out.
Yeah. Well, I fixed the heater yesterday. Was the day before.
Yeah, no, thanks, Aaron. I was just reading that.
Yeah.
He was I thought I read a post the other day, and he was talking to my buddy here on the island, Harry, and was like, "I'll see you soon." And so I thought I knew he was on the road. I just wasn't sure if he was here yet, and so whatever. Okay, now it's this Ren and Stimpy. Oh boy, oh boy. What's the other ones? Beavis and Butthead. Hey?
Yeah. You can be butthead.
Okay. Oh, he was. I thought that. I thought he was probably going to be heading that way, anyways. I know he was trying to hit Markup on the way back, and then ixnayed off and went heading up to Kamloops way, so up to Highway 1, and Mark's down in 3. It was fun. Mark was down here on the island just before he left, so he and his girlfriend went out to Tofino. They popped in on the juniors drive or meetup, I guess.
Yeah.
He had a meetup before he left to go home, and then Mark showed up, so it was good to see him and his little honey pie there. I missed out. I was supposed to go see him too. I love going down that way, and then when I'm down seeing him, I usually come up to the Okanagan through Nakusp, and it's such a gorgeous drive. But I don't know what the heck happened to me when on my way last year.
Crow's Nest Highway?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful road.
Yeah.
Drive.
Something drew me home. I had to get home quicker than normal, so I didn't get the chance to do some touring. Oh, I know what I was mentally unstable at the time and needed to get home so I could just get out of my head, right? It was a long trip last year. Finally, it's letting me say hello. What the heck's going on, Leah? No, I called you, Wayne. I'm in Ladner Delta. He still doesn't remember. I told you, Paula,
Yes,
you don't have boobs. Okay?
I remember now. We went for lunch. You bought me lunch?
He sounds pretty confident on that. You
my memory's good.
Took me
short.
for
lunch.
Should I say lunch or dinner? Breakfast.
It was lunch, right? At the airport.
Lunch at the airport in Ladner. Was that right? Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
You get to be Hutch. I think Starsky was a good looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Bob and Doug?
Yeah.
Quick, grab a case of Canadian. We need beer. There you go. Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It just took me a while to remember.
I guess you do have boobs, Paul.
When we had the van life meetup for Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
There was like 8 people in one day wanted me to help, and there's all these girls wanted me to help, and then they come back and I go, "Oh, you this and this," and I should be writing all this stuff down because so many people asking for help, I lose track of it. So then you have a Colleen, a Colin, right? A Corey, there's all these different things. I get all sidetracked, right? I can remember a piece of equipment that I worked on 20 years ago.
He gets sidetracked because he saw boobs.
Yeah. You mean they come in different sizes?
Now you've seen one, you've seen two. How's it going? How about the Duke boys, eh? Luke and Bo?
Yeah.
Which one was the cute one? Luke? No, Bo was the cute one. Luke was the driver.
I'm probably the grandpa.
You're boss hog. Yeah.
You can be Daisy Duke.
Which one were you at, Donna? Oh, you were the one in Lake Cowichan or Cowichan River.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The Doobie Brothers. One of my subscribers actually was in the Port Theater, which is here in Nanaimo. Was it Doobie Brothers they were doing? No, the Doors. Sorry. Moving on. They were both cute. Yeah, in May. That was the one at Cowichan River, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wasn't there. He was there. And yeah, he's a pretty popular guy getting around saying, has anybody got any problems? I'll fix them. And I'm the guy that says I'm a fucking problem child.
And Brent volunteers my service. No.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, come here. I can get this guy to help you out. You need a little black book. Hey, it's Susan. Hi, Susan. Or is that Ian? Hang on a second here. I know he hijacks your account all the time. We burnt up all that wood, but guess what? We started cutting pallet boards here like ourselves. That's a lot of work. So thank you, Ian, for doing all that crazy work, giving us that wood. Came in really happened. That was Ian. I kicked him off. And thank you for becoming a member also. Look, Ron Fast, Susan Turner, you guys want your name in green? You too can become a member. Don't ask me how. Ask them. I know it's set up for it. I just don't know how to do it yet. I should look into that and start adding the buttons or whatever you need to do. But it's cheap, it's inexpensive, and it helps me to put gas in my tank and do repairs on this thing so we can keep coming on here. And, oh, would you quit looking at those girls again? He's on his dating site. Oh, I got a Bing, Brent.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Look at that.
I got somebody asking me for the help to install a diesel heater.
That's what you said last time.
See, look at that.
Who's Deanna?
Somebody helped on the who lives in Harrison Hot Springs.
Oh, one of those people, those rich people in Harrison Hot Springs. Let's see what's going on here, Donna. I could find your button to join. Oh, I don't know how to do it. I was just talking earlier, Donna, like, for some reason, my editing program is screwed up. And every time I make a video, like this happened once in a blue moon where I'd go to edit a video, get it all edited, and I try to upload it so that I could, not upload, I'm trying to download it to my computer so I can upload it to YouTube. And it sticks. It gets like 1/4 piece of pie or something, then it sticks and it won't finish loading. And I guess I don't know what the terminology is, but anyways, I'm sitting here and I'm like, crap. Well, now it's happened on the last 3 videos. I'm like, okay, it must be because my videos are not my videos, my computer must be clogged up. So I unclogged my video, got rid of all my downloads, database, go to do it. Nope, it's doing it again. And my other video, my other laptop is up in the shop getting fixed. So now I got a video there that won't upload. I got a video on here that won't upload. And I don't know if it's because of the program or what that I'm using. So I went and uploaded another video editing. And I get on it and I'm like, I don't know how to use it. So I'm like, sometimes I just hate my life.
Oh, see, that was it. Mad TV dating site, Lower Expectations.
Lowered expect. It was a good one. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so learning a new app is like, I'm really hoping I don't have to do that right away, but I'm running out of, like, I have 3 videos. I don't think I have any more loaded for your viewing pleasure. Is my eyes doing that? Okay. Yeah, so if it's not the van, it's the laptops. It's things just cute. So we're trying out OnlyFans for dating. Really? Do you have an OnlyFans membership there, Norm? You didn't even feel the money leaving your pocket. Ron, do you know how you found it? Was there a button, or did you have to actually go and search for it? Just curious, because I have to go and trying to figure these things out. See perks might be there. Okay, thanks, Bonnie. Willie has his on his page beside the community tab. So there's a button that he added. Right? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Join.
Huh?
See here.
Oh, yeah, it's right there. Oh, hit it. See what happens. Don't worry. It won't cost you money. Yeah, just below the video that's being played, there should be a join button. If you join, then it could open up and say join for membership. So if you can figure that out, what do I know? Okay. There we go. A little playing around there. Oh, thanks, Wayne.
You're welcome.
You became a member.
Woohoo!
You liar. Anyways. Yeah, see the join button. There you go. Thank you, Virginia. That's how you become a member. Bonnie and Clyde is a member. Ron Fast, Susan Turner. Look at all you guys. I love you guys. It does help. It's like my Patreon. I'm trying to do a little bit more behind the scenes stuff. It's really hard when I've been sitting here dealing with mental fatigue from my last trip and then having to deal with building a motor, putting batteries in, doing all these things. It's like, you know what? I cannot do this. Thank God he came over to give me a hand because it was just too much. I had overdone myself, and I was like, you need to take a break. Even my buddy in Kelowna, in Red Deer, I phoned him the other day, and he goes, "How you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm not doing that good, eh? Tired." And there's no wonder you never stop. Like, whoa. And I went to high school with him, so he knows me pretty good, right? Anyways, yeah, try out OnlyFans. There's good Christian girls on there.
What fans? What?
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans?
Yeah. You got good Christian girls on there. That's what you need.
Yeah. Somebody who's has an ambo too, and we can drive together.
Oh, they probably got a lot more than ambos, buddy.
Yeah.
Think I got him there? Hey,
Yeah.
think he's gonna be checking out OnlyFans later? Hey, looking for those Christian girls? Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Okay, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark, the longest I have ever done, ever. I always try to limit myself to 1 hour on the screen. Figured we hang out a little bit longer since I have disappeared off the face of the planet and not putting on enough videos for my true believers out there. I love you all so much because you guys support me mentally, physically, spiritually, all that way, financially. And it's just amazing that we have been on this circuit now. Coming up, it'll be 4 years here. We'll start our 5th year in van life. We'll have finished 4, start our 5th year in early mid-January this year. So a couple months away. It's like, holy crap, it's been one heck of a ride. We've done so much together. If you guys are new to this show, go in to check out my videos. There is some, what do they call that when you put a plate? There's a few playlists out there, and some are kind of old and funny, but my different vehicles.
He's old and funny.
I've had different vehicles. I've had a Freightliner Sprinter vans. I've had Volkswagen hippie vans. I've got this school bus. We've met so many people, saw so many cool things. Go check it out, and it'll bring my views up a bit. And it's also good. I like when people do the playlist because literally it's like, I know when I had a Sticks and Bricks, I would hit the playlist and then go do laundry and clean my house, and every time I walked in, I had it as a background noise playing in the living room. So I was like I was hanging out with my friend all the time, so it was always neat to be able to.
I was doing that before too.
Right?
Hitting the playlist on his videos.
Yeah.
And just watching a bunch.
Yeah.
And they're going, hey. Then I actually, when I first met you, I actually watched a couple of your videos before I met you.
Look at that. Donna made it. Woohoo! She goes, I can do this. Way to go, Donna. Thank you very much. Appreciate ya. I do. Look at you're watching. You're watching closely, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because my glasses are so bad I can't read anymore. I gotta get the glasses.
You should go check them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did it too, honey.
Yeah.
You did it. Oh, you like that pod trailer, did you, Norm? That was so cool, eh? Oh, look at that, Aaron. I freaking love you, dude. Mr. Pickles? You gave Mr. Pickles a membership? Don't give one to Mr. Pickles. I didn't even know Pickles was in here. Oh, thanks, buddy. You're amazing. Aaron is one amazing guy. I've met him quite a number of times, and we've hung out a few times, and he's a very loving, caring character. That's right, you guys. You gotta give a big how come and what for to Aaron. What the heck? Right?
You having fun there?
That's my middle name. Fun, 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 and Daddy took the T-bird away. Yes. So, thank you. What was I talking about?
Your memory's that bad?
Yes.
Okay. So is mine. We're in trouble.
Oh, is that right? Mr. Pickles is my good buddy up in the Okanagan. I was really like best friends with his father, who passed away last year, and he's a bit of a goofball. I love him to death. He's like one of my best friends. Even it's funny because his dad was like 15 years older than me, and I'm like 15 years older than him, so I'm like in the middle. So we got a pretty good bond. I've known the kid since he was like 7 or something like that. So love him to death, and that's really cool. I never knew that they did that because I actually got a membership for Matt's channel the other day. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Thank you. Oh, everything for you there, Aaron. So, Norm, that's what we were talking about, the pod. So the pod story is really a cool one. I'll make it really short here because we only got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. So I'll just talk really fast and you might not understand the thing. The pod story is really cool. We were at my buddy's house, or my buddy came over and says, can I borrow you for a while? Look at this. Thank you, Relevant. You guys are making my day. And he goes, I need to go kick my tenants out and I need to serve them papers. So I went out with him to go serve the papers to these people. And while he's serving the papers, I'm wandering around his property. And he's out in like hillbilly land. He's out in Cedar, which is redneck territory out in, just south of town here. And I look in the neighbor's yard and I saw this silver pod. And I'm not kidding you. I thought it was Mort from Orc's Egg. That's what it looked like with wheels on it. And I'm like, what is that thing? So I went there later. I went home, got my own vehicle, drove back out there, went knocked on the guy's door. Wasn't there. Left a note, say I'm interested in it. Gave me a call, came back. No, he didn't give me a call. I went back out there again. I had to catch him at home. Got him at home. He opened it up, and literally, it was the most amazing thing, everything. It was only built for a year and a half. They did it the first year, I believe, was 1985, and the company folded in 1986, and it was out of Spokane, Washington, and it was made out of polyurethane, which was basically a Thule roof rack, right? But thicker because it was actually a trailer, and it had gull wing doors on it, so it opened up. But they didn't have the gas charge things because it was 1985. So they didn't have the gas charges. They actually had the ones that clicked up and then held it open. But it looked like, Batman car or DeLorean or something like this. And then the back end opened up and it was all a kitchen. And it fit a queen size bed. I put a double foamy in there. It was amazing, dude. It was like 230 pounds. So I love that thing, man.
What did you do with it?
Sold it. The reason I bought it was I lived in Volkswagens for 20 years and I got a girlfriend. Okay? Who didn't know much about Volkswagens. So when we go on holidays, she brings all her suitcases. And I'm like, where do you expect me to put all these suitcases? I don't like the mattresses. They're too, and they were the very firm mattresses. So all of a sudden we got a new mattress that we brought in on top of it. So I could barely close the lid of my Volkswagen. And when I saw this, I'm like, at 230 pounds, I can pull that with a Volkswagen. And I threw a big bed in the back so that we had something comfortable to go on. I think we used it for one season. And then we broke up. Anyways, I don't even have a picture of it. The pod was cool, man. It's for sale right now, but you have to buy the van with it. Let's see if I got a picture of it. Come on. Come on. Volkswagen. Volkswagen. I know that's not it. I know that's not it. I sold it to him for what did I sell? $19,000. They're asking 27 now. $1,000. Nope, nope, nope. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll find you the picture, okay? Quickly before we close down here. Oh, we're a minute over already.
Oh no. Gonna charge
So
you extra.
this is my old. That's my old thing. So I built that thing. I bought it off a buddy. It was all stock. We put a 6-inch lift kit in it. We put the light bar up top and the push buttons on the front there, the push bar and all the lights and all the tires and rims. And behind it is the trailer. There's it open with the door open on the side. So I painted it all the same color, blue on the bottom, white on top. We replaced the skinny trailer tires. I put golf tires on it. Hey, I really regret selling this thing. It screamed. It was amazing. I loved it. And that's the only good pictures of it. And one more picture of the, oops. Yeah. No good pictures of the trailer. So you can see right through it. It was called Turtle Power Pod. That was your kitchen in the back. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. Anyways. I miss my Volkswagens. I would be living in that one right now if I didn't sell it and get my little white one that I had. Would have saved me a ton of money and probably made a lot more money.
But this is a big bus. You got to lots of room.
That's the one thing I do love about this is all the room that I do have. I can have my buddy sitting here next to me and he won't rub my leg.
No.
Yeah.
No, never.
I'm just reading. What
You're just reading?
He's got money over there.
Oh, yeah.
So with that, you guys, let me do a quick little lab over here. Norma could be, he's falling. Was rough. Tamo. You're late. We're about 2 hours in and we're leaving. But I'm glad you made it because you're a sweetie. Yep. Okay, Tamo is here. What's the prices these days? I get depressed from shopping too. I know, eh? It's amazing. I can lift $100 worth of groceries with one hand. Make the that would be kind of cool. I actually thought about getting a tent for the roof, relevant, but it doesn't have a roof rack, so I got to get into making roof racks for it and doing all that other stuff. So we'll see what happens. There is a lift kit coming for the CRV. We are going to put one in. They're very simple. They're just little puck-like things you put on top of your towers of your McPherson struts. So I'm going to get a 3-inch lift for it. We'll drive around with the winter tires for a year or so, and then maybe next year we'll get some bigger tires for it. So
I want to put a lift kit in mine.
these are like, I got brand new winter tires. Why would I go invest in like bigger tires and off-road ones when winter tires are really good because they're a softer rubber compound and they got lots of aggressive tread. So they are going to be working just fine this year and into the next year. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that thing. Anyways, peace, love, and granola. You guys all have a great weekend. I hope that you had a great weekend. It is Sunday, and we are going to take the rest of the afternoon off. I don't even know what we're having for dinner. So, hey, Doug, you're 2 minutes too late because we're all saying goodbye here. Sue Bishop's in the house. She's saying she's late to the game. I hope you had a nice nap, Sue. I'm sorry I woke you up. No, don't go yet. 2 hours of being in front of a camera. I'm going bonkers. Come here, dude.
You already are.
Come here.
Up. No, he jumps on the bed.
Screw you, he says. I'm going to bed. Say goodbye, dude. Goodbye, dude.
Woof, woof. Come on, dude.
Yeah, he'll come to see him.
Come on, dude. Come on. Up, up. Yeah. There we go.
We'll hang on for this much longer, okay? This much.
Yeah.
So
yes, I know, dude. Yes.
What do you want to talk about? Camo, what do you want to talk about? Come on. Revelant, thank you very much. Yes, Bonnie, keep in touch. Actually, good little story for you, Bonnie. I got a lovely little email from another subscriber, and she wanted one of my stickers, and I just happened to run out last week. I said, I'm sorry. Hopefully, I'll get in to see the sticker maker
Where
this
do you get
week.
all these things from? Yeah.
And then she goes, and my daughter, she's into paranormal, so can I have one of those other stickers too? I'm like, okay, no problem. So we'll be shipping some of those down to I believe that they're in, where the heck was she? I think she's near you. I can't remember. So yeah, we'll be shipping your stickers. I believe it's in Washington State somewhere, but we're just not sure where it is.
Washington.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for hanging out there, Jamie. It's good seeing you hanging out. Good luck with your hunt. You're hunting. Okay.
Say bye, dude. Bye.
Tamil, the bus is running amazing. We're just trying to walk out a couple kinks. My stove decided to start not working 100% like it was, and we're looking at upgrading my charging system from just having an alternator charging it to DC to up the amperage, so my lithium voltage, so my lithiums will work properly.
If it stays not raining for a day,
right?
Done. We're swapping out my DC to DC with MPPT for his MPPT because I have a 60 amp DC to DC, so I don't need 2 DC to DCs.
Do you know what I heard, Aaron? You're saying that telling Sue the weather is so nice. It's off and on here. Like right now, it is sunny AF, but the sky is not blue. But I was talking to somebody. Where the heck were they? I think pretty sure it was Ottawa. 23 degrees today. What are you guys at? Ottawa's like, that's amazing. Aren't you getting sunny spots though, Sue? Because that's what we're getting. We're getting rain and then sunshine. Rain and then sunshine. Rain and then sunshine. Oh, okay. That'll be good, Tamil. It's fun. It's been a fun one. I started out my lonesome by myself, and I called Wayne over because we had to start the Ren and Stimpy show. Or
hey, look at Ottawa is -6 tomorrow, and on Wednesday it'll be 20 degrees.
Nothing insane.
Yeah.
Really, it's almost 20 in Calgary. What? 12 volt to 24 volt converter.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about there, buddy.
No, it's a 12 volt DC to DC set for lithium batteries, so it jumps it up to 14.4 volts. Because you can't charge a lithium battery with an regular alternator. You won't get full charge.
57 degrees Fahrenheit is how much in Celsius? What?
To convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, multiply a temperature in Celsius by 9/5 and then add 32.
It's 14 degrees Celsius. Bonnie. Did you get that? Where are you, Tamo? Ow! 3 degrees in Northern Ontario today. Where are you at, Ed? Like what part of Northern Ontario? Jennifer just showed up. All these people showing up like an hour, 2 hours into it.
Yeah.
Right? Hi, dude. Hi, everybody. I'm the dude. I'm crazy about you.
You're crazy. Woof, woof.
You're such a good boy. Oh, sure, in Winnipeg.
Winterpeg.
Yeah. 70-21. Nice, Doug. That's my kind of weather right there. 21 degrees. But at nighttime, what does it drop down to? Because I hear it gets kind of cold there and stuff like this. Oh, Sudbury. So you're just getting into the northern parts there. I love Sudbury. I love that river as you go into your guys' place. And the big stacks. You know where the big stacks are in Sudbury for the nickel dimes? For nickel?
The big nickel.
Sudbury's has the world's largest nickel.
Yes, and that was put up by a private guy, not the town.
Was it a private guy?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
He was. Didn't you know that dude's a talking dog?
Yeah.
That's why I won't get rid of him.
Yeah.
Trying to get him to learn how to speak French. Because I don't know how.
Just like the 10-inch pianist.
Right? Yes, 21 is perfect. But if it goes down to like 4 and 5 overnight, that's too much of a body shock for me. But I guess it's not. Yeah, 6 degrees overnight.
Yeah. Yeah, it beats minus 40 in Winnipeg.
Right?
Yeah.
I believe one of them is for sure. I can't quite remember if both of them there. It's been a number of years. Like, when did I do Newfoundland?
2 years ago?
2, 3 years ago.
No, it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Oh, this year? No, this year I went south, along the south. The year before I went to Dawson. So this year, 1 year, 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Sue, 2.
Yeah.
2. Oh, Andrew's here. Remember Andrew, you guys? Snowing in 3 degrees Celsius at his house.
Yeah.
Oh, he must be watching. Are you watching? So Andrew is he's a techie. He works for a big company and he does all their computer tech stuff like this. Literally from his phone and his bed in northeastern Ontario, up towards Ottawa type of thing, or Peterborough. And he's such a techie that he won't sign in to like YouTube and create an account, but he'll watch it online. And yeah. He's been watching for a few hours now. He says, "Hi, everyone." because you know the boogeyman from YouTube might go in and sneak into his computer, and then take over his world.
Okay, Winnipeg.
That's what we're here to
yeah,
do.
Yeah. Take over the world. Rem and Stimpy.
No, Pinky in the brain.
Pinky in the brain. That's it.
Oh, where's my water?
I spent one January in Winnipeg
My water right there.
working outside on the TD tower on the radio antenna up there, and it was like minus 35 degrees, and I'm climbing the tower to work on the antenna. I did not like working in Winnipeg in the wintertime.
Your streets suck in Winnipeg. Yeah, it really does. I totally get what he's talking. What's loud? What's loud?
What's loud? Am I loud?
Oh. Wayne, I'm still sleeping with my bedroom window open. It's not minus 40 yet.
Okay, next month.
58 in vagina. Yeah, okay. What's loud, Sue? Oh, the ping from Andrew. I'm sorry. Turn your hearing aid down, Sue, okay? I just take mine out, right, when it comes down to that stuff. And then, yeah. Sorry. It's because when I went to go show it to you,
Yeah.
he set the bing, and it went right up to the microphone. That's why. Back here, it's not too bad, but thanks, guys. Yeah. We were in, where was it? Portage La Prairie. Holy crap, that girl. The whole highway through the middle of town was being redone. It was insane. And then every side street was it was nuts. But I tell you something, that could be one of the next provinces I start to explore, because this year with my buddy, what's his name again? Andrew. We got off off the beaten track and kept running into these beautiful lakes with beautiful camping spots. And I was like, this is amazing. Even in Portage La Prairie, that's not Manitoba? It's Manitoba, right? Even there, really? We actually stopped and met a subscriber there. But even there, I found like some really cool spots in Portage. Like I went down to the Indian Reserve, which is just on one side of the highway, and they had these parks that were peninsulas. I went and parked on the peninsula, and it was like in the middle of this big lake, and it was like, this is amazing, right? It was just beautiful. Nobody around. The odd person came out to have a look around, and yeah, it was amazing. I love Portage, man. I love the prairies, and I found that out the hard way because, well, not really. I remember the first time I went across the prairies, it was in 2007 in a 1979 Volkswagen van, and I was coming out of Edmonton and heading east, and all of a sudden it was like, this is exactly what people said about it. They said you can see for miles and miles, and I'm like, this is insane. It's just like they said. But if you let your mind wander a bit, the only clumps of trees are where people have houses. And as I was driving along, I was like, this reminds me of the game Battleship. Because this little clump of things was a fighter, and this one was an aircraft carrier, and you know what I mean? So your head starts to blink. And all of a sudden I saw this little stack, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And I kept getting closer, and it kept getting bigger, and it kept getting bigger. And this is back in like X-File days, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the X-Files. And it turned out to be a mine. What do they mine in Saskatchewan? Yeah, it's peat moss.
Peat moss.
That's not peat moss, but
No.
All right.
I'm trying to think.
I gave up thinking, man. What do they mine in Saskatchewan? It is. Oh, yeah, but you know what though? I for some reason this year I didn't have any bug potash and Hence, they started having all the grain railroad tracks along southern Saskatchewan, Alberta, and they all became ghost towns because so many of them really didn't survive. They couldn't keep producing, and you go out there and you start getting off the beaten track and start heading down the people, and they might work out with the still the heating systems in it. So when you go in there, it's just working out the kind of stuff just gets me going and gets your blood flowing. Didn't see any ghosts though. What? Fish in the lakes. What? The huge fish in the lakes. Isn't that in? That's in the. That's in. There's a giant pike somewhere in northern Ontario. I'm going back to the beginning. I'm glitching. Uh-oh.
That was March in Ottawa. Oops, can you see that? Can I?
Oh, you know why?
No.
This is my connection. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
I'll put down my phone. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you can't see that, but that was March in Ottawa.
Hey, you're blocking my face.
Yeah. So it was cold and wet.
Yeah, I know it was me because yeah, we're hooked up to my phone because we're sitting in the back of the compound. Basically, we do security here, so I come here every year in the wintertime. The fence has a bunch of and we've already got rid of a few intruders already. So if I park back here, they kind of stop coming here because they don't want to be encountered with people. So it works great for us because they love me inside and help me out, and for them because they don't have to pay for windows out of BMWs and Mercedes and all these Porsches and stuff like that, because it's a German specialized vehicle automotive repair place. Can you grab me the tinfoil? I need to put a hat on.
Yeah.
Is that better, Aaron?
Yeah.
I can't see your pic on your phone, Wayne.
Oh, sorry.
The feed was too blurry. Oh, that Porsche.
Yeah,
Was
it
that yours?
mine. Yeah, it was mine.
You ordered 914?
Yeah. I was restoring it until I dislocated my knee, and now I couldn't put the clutch in anymore.
Boat anchors.
It was fun.
Boat anchors. Okay. 2 hours and 24 minutes. Thank you guys that showed up late. Thank you for all those beautiful memberships you guys threw out there for everybody in the house. I appreciate all of you. It actually did get better. Yeah, well, it's not happening. It's time to go. It's been 2 hours and 25 minutes. I'm done. I need to eat something, and Wayne's got to go cook. So
I made dinner 2 nights in a row.
we will see you guys hopefully in the very near future. Look out for my next video, which should be coming up by Wednesday. Okay, so see you guys all next time. Peace, love, and granola. Want to say anything, dude?
Ruff, ruff.
He only says I want to go outside.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys later, okay? Ciao.
Bye.
What the heck? How do I turn this thing off?
Exit.
And there we go. Bye.